Hello and welcome back to the Life and Death Podcast. My name is Alexa. I am a life and death coach. I help people through transitions and generally any chapter in life when your identity collapses or radically shifts. Today I was going to talk about the difference between anxiety and intuition, but all of me is feeling like no on that. And because a lot of my work is based around aliveness, I want to talk about what is actually alive for me today. Anxiety and intuition is a very important topic, so I will be getting to that in future. So if you are interested in hearing about that one, please subscribe and hang tight. But today I want to talk about playfulness and the things in life that give us a sense of aliveness and a sense of joy. Things that wake up our spirit, things that help connect us with others, things that help us connect to the fact that we are living, breathing humans. In a digital era where everyone is constantly on their phone, scrolling, consuming content, hardly ever outside, hardly looking at trees, overburdened with the opinions of other people, and just generally consumed by things that don't necessarily matter in the long run. Part of my work, and I would argue potentially the most important part of my work, is helping people reconnect with their sense of aliveness. So today I'm going to share, we'll probably do 5 different exercises that you can do to help bring you back to that state of yourself and that state of aliveness that lives within you. When we are kids, a lot of us say that recess is our favorite subject. And then as we grow up, recess is taken away. It's almost like, oh, well, you're not a kid anymore, so you don't need to have recess. And I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. When was the last time that you belly laughed in your life? When was the last time that you had a genuinely good time with people around you? For some of us, you may not even remember when the fuck that was. Because we all take life so seriously. And trust me, I know this because I've done this for years and years and years, and it is the single hardest pattern to break out of. Especially if you are someone who is a retired people pleaser or overachiever, overworker, workaholic, you name it. Seriousness becomes your identity. And this identity is one that I have worked very hard to release. And from time to time, I find myself slipping back into it. So the first thing that you can do to reconnect with your sense of aliveness is connect with things that make you laugh. This could be stand-up comedy. This could be being around people who are boisterous, jovial, and fun, people who make you laugh, taking laughing yoga classes. Some people will literally just walk around and plaster a smile on their face and force themselves to wear that smile. And the crazy thing is about this is it actually works. I've tried it. You might feel like an absolute fucking lunatic, but if you force yourself to smile when you don't feel like smiling, it does actually do things in your brain. And I'm not going to get into the science of it today because I don't feel particularly sciencey, but there is research to back that's actually a thing. So find something that makes you laugh and immerse yourself into it. Thing number 2, move your body. If going to the gym does not sound like fun, go for a walk. If going for a walk doesn't sound like fun, you can do so many other things. You can jump, you can get a trampoline, you can dance, you can go take an adult gymnastics class, you can go to a park and run around on the playground, you can do an at-home 80s dance video, you can play the Wii. I don't even know if people still have Wiis, but if you do, Wii Sports was a great time. Literally anything that you can do that requires movement from your body is going to engage you, especially bilateral stimulation. So things like boxing, highly, highly recommend. Because you're utilizing the left and the right side of your body. Therefore, you're also utilizing the left and right hemispheres of your brain. And aliveness is the presence of both of those things. If you are not engaged physically in what you are doing, and all you're doing is sitting and staring at a screen and your body's not moving at all, you are creating stagnant energy, and you might want to start moving that shit along. Thing number 3 that you can do, connect with a culture that you find inspiring and that you find beautiful. There's so many ways to do this. You can travel. Travel is one of my absolute favorite things that I have done. I lived in Thailand for 6 months. It changed my life. That being said, if travel is not an option for you, whether by financial constraints or just the constraints of your life, you can engage with other cultures through things like languages, food, looking at their artwork, going to an art museum that features that specific culture, finding an online service where you can connect with somebody that's actually in that country and have a conversation with them, doing an art project that is solely based around that culture, finding a new recipe of that culture's food and cooking it for dinner. Listening to music, that is my favorite one, listening to music from a different country that you love. When you connect with the creations of another culture, it helps you tap into your own creative energy. And a lot of the times when we are very stagnant and we're lacking a sense of aliveness, our creativity muscle is feeling quite dead. So if you want to engage with something that's culturally exciting for you, find a way to do it, and please, by all means, do it. Next thing you're going to do, I think this is 3 or 4. I'll quite honestly have already lost count. I learned this one from Rachel Bell. Fantastic mentor, by the way, should you ever need one. If you are sitting and you look up, oh my God, I just hiled. You can't do that, Alexa. That is not okay. Look up at the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. It literally trains your brain to access your creative energy. Again, I'm not going into science today, sorry, but it is also a real thing. So if you are in the middle of writing something and you're getting writer's block and you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. My creativity is gone. Just look up for a little bit. Just look up. Alternatively, look at something that is far away. Look at a vista. When your eyes are not engaged with something that is 5 to 10 inches away from your face, you're using a different part of your eyes. It goes to a different part of your brain. It registers differently. Again, we're activating different parts of the brain so that we are not stuck and stagnant in one mode. If you can go for a hike, get to the top of the hill, go to the beach, look out over the water, do anything that requires you to actually look at something that is in the distance, it will help to A, bring you back into your body as a human, because we were not designed to be staring at things this close to us all the time. And B, it'll probably give you an excuse to get out of the house, get out into nature, and look at things with a fresh set of eyes. The fifth and final piece of advice that I have for you today. If you need to inject more liveliness into your life, do exactly what I did today. I love a good structure, yeah. I love a calendar, I love an agenda, but sometimes breaking out of your habitual patterns and doing something ever so slightly differently, maybe taking a different route to work, going to a Pilates class instead of going to the gym, playing hooky and seeing a friend or a family member. Not that I'm endorsing it, but I certainly don't not endorse it. Engaging with anything and everything that is going to be slightly out of your routine, slightly out of your norm, but not so much that it causes complete chaos and burns down your life. When you inject these moments of variability into your world, it can help you reconnect with what is alive and what is alive for you. So keep in mind that not every day needs to look the same, and especially if you're a woman and you are going through the 28-day cycle that is a menstrual cycle, you may find that some days you're going to be more engaged with certain kinds of energies than others, and that is completely okay. And as a surprise whoop-de-doo bonus, engaging with your 5 senses in any way that you can. I reference some ways to do these, but if you are feeling, again, stuck and stagnant in your world, engaging your sight, your hearing, your nose, your taste, and your sense of touch will help you reconnect with the world. My guys, my gals, please let me know if this one resonates or if you find it helpful. I love and appreciate you. Thank you for being here, and I will see you guys next week. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the podcast, and follow me on the gram. I put out exciting stuff every single day on there, and I really love and appreciate every single person who provides feedback or their perspective on everything that I have to say. All right, ta-ta for now. See you guys next week.